Push the video.
On your best behavior. On your best behavior. On your best behavior. Need you to be on your best behavior. On your best behavior. On your best behavior. We need you to be.
Hello, everyone. It's Myrrie
and it's Kay. Hi.
And we are here for our podcast, BOYBB. I like to point out my boobs. Not just playing. Be on your best behavior. Let me be on my best behavior. So, what are we talking about today, Kay?
I just wanted to mention this. You know, nowadays when people see you have writing, especially, now this is just my opinion, especially because I'm a black woman and they see me have writing on my thing, they're looking at it to see if it says Black Lives Matter or something. Today I was getting all these looks. I went into a quick trip.
Old people, young people, big boobies. No.
She's on one today. So
no, be on your best behavior.
Be on your best behavior, and she is not on her best behavior today.
I'm not having a good day, y'all.
Okay, so we're gonna give you some tips to make you successful. These are some.
Watch the video.
All right.
Share the video. Subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave them in the comment section. All right, go ahead.
All right, she handled her business. So, like I said before, we're going to talk about tips to make you successful. This is things that we've learned over our years of building the business, working in the business, and scaling our business. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. I have 5 points that we're going to talk about today, which is scaling your business. That's your growth. Learn to say no when your plate is full. Stay in your lane. How to be 100% engaged in your business. And then not everyone can go where you're going. So that's the end. That's the 5 points that we're going to talk about today. So let's start with scaling your business, the growth factor.
All right. Take us there, Kay.
So anyway, you know, I'm thinking about growing. We're thinking about growing, and we've did some hurdles from last week to this week. We have to learn when you're scaling your business, you're going to have to really learn how to delegate. And I guess push your customers into your delegating too.
Yeah, you have to train your customers, your clients, whatever. You have to train them to do business your way. That's so right. We have to be very diligent about setting boundaries.
Yes.
And setting parameters that they have to stick in order for us to be able to to do business.
Yes.
Yeah, because we do have, I guess, different tools that we use, and we tell clients contact us through these tools or do it this way, or because right now we're going through a transition.
Yes.
And we can't always answer our phone.
And be
available. If you're in the middle of writing a detailed policy and procedure, or things like that, you can't keep stopping and answering the phone because your thoughts are going to be jumbled. So you have to train your customer or your client on how to flow with you. So we have a system that we use called Honeybook for our consulting business, and Honeybook is
speaking of
I know
customers contact.
I thought I cut my phone off. But Honeybook is a system that you can use to conversate with different clients. Well, we suggest that a lot of our consulting clients contact us through that, but because they have our cell phones, they feel like they can call and text us and things like that.
Yes.
So you just have to be very diligent on setting the standard on how you want to do business.
That's right. So like she said, be diligent in delegating, because we have people that can help them in the company. So if they send their information to Honeybook, or if they even email our business email, they can get in contact with those individuals that pretty much handles that business. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I am the CEO of or administrator of Best Care Behavior Homes. I don't know everything, because right now I don't try to know everything that has to do with business, because I have delegated that duty to somebody else.
Right.
So in order for you to get the best answer, I mean, I know like a summary of things that happens or go on, but the in-depth detail, we have specific people in our company that handles that, and we don't handle it because we can't handle everything.
Right.
Yeah. So on to our next topic, we're going to talk about learning to say no. I always say a full plate. So right now, in this last quarter of the year, Myrrie and myself, or myself and Myrrie, our plate is full. I am trying to finish up a curriculum for the training academy for the caregivers, which has taken me all this week. Actually, I had bought a curriculum that I was going to do, and they didn't never send. It was never delivered. It was like a scam. It was never delivered, and when I started asking for a refund, they stopped calling me then. But anyway, so I had to get some different books and do the curriculum myself. So we have that going on. I'm writing a business plan, so I have that going on, and then just a lot of stuff. Just a lot of stuff on my plate. So if you don't learn how to say no, this will begin to affect your business. So believe me, I know how to say no. Myrrie don't know how to say no.
I am learning, because I used to take on a lot of things.
Oh, she's still taking on a lot of things.
Well, I'm learning. I've cut my nose. I'm at about 50% of saying no, because it just becomes overwhelming. If you don't say no, then something else is going to end up lacking or falling off. So I'm really, really learning right now how to say no.
And so like I said, this will affect your business, because one, you're going to get stressed out if you don't know how to say no, and then you never complete a project. I know this young man right now that he don't say no to anything, and he doesn't complete a project, and I've told him that you need to stick to one thing and finish one thing. Because he's just all over the place. And he has probably like 4 or 5 major projects that could really bring him some good income in, and also set him further in his business. But he will not complete the project. He just keeps jumping around, like going around in circles, like a dog chasing his tail. Mm-hmm.
Right. Because, like we probably told you on a podcast before, we do coaching also. And in that, with everything we have to go on, we basically had to say no to people. No, we can't coach you. No, I can't do, a sit-down meeting with you. No, we can't go to networking events.
No, we don't want your business.
Yeah. Some people, we just saying no, because all money isn't good money. And some people are going to be more work once you do business with them than it's worth.
Yeah. So
we have actually been yesterday had a Zoom call. Turned down $8,500? Somebody wanted us to do something. It wasn't worth $8,500 to us.
It's not worth our time.
It's not worth the time. So sometimes you just can't, money, because it's not about the money. when you get to a certain level, it's about that time.
Yes.
You know?
And so that leads into our third point. Stay in your lane. Because you cannot do everything.
Right.
And that, when she's saying about us turning down business, sometimes people come to us with business that really is not in our lane.
Yeah.
And the money may be good, but after we think about it and we analyze about it, we was like, no. You know, because someone came to us about starting a locked adolescent facility.
Yeah.
That's not what we do. And the money sound good, but after I sat down, I started reading through the regulations, and about halfway through there, it seemed like the Holy Spirit was like, that is not for you guys. Stay in your lane. And so I called Myrrie, and I was like, hey. And she was like, thank God.
Yeah,
so,
because sometimes you can create like more work for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, our niche that we are in, not to say we have perfected it, but we are good at what we do.
Yes.
And then when you go outside of that scope and try to do something else, what if something happens and we get all screwed up and it screws up the lane that we done almost perfected? so no.
Yeah, so
sometimes you just got to stay in your lane.
Because staying in your lane will give you peace.
Yeah.
And if you don't stay in your lane, it will give you frustration and worry that you don't need.
Yes.
And what the words say, peace beyond your understanding. That's what we want, peace.
Yes.
I don't want any frustration because we have enough to deal with that we can get frustrated about.
Wow.
So, how to be 100% engaged with your business. And I think all these points kind of lead into each other. The one thing to be 100% engaged is stay in your lane. Say no. And during your growing process, I'm going right back over everything that we just talked about. In your growing process and scaling your business, you have to delegate. You have to delegate things. So some of the things that we do to stay 100% engaged in our business, like the affiliate program. We do have some people that work with us in our business that are in the affiliate program. We thought about kind of dabbing in the affiliate program myself. No, because we don't have time for that.
Right.
We stand in our lane. We don't have time to be trying to run a house on the side and then trying to run the business that we're in right now.
Right.
So, what's some of the things you think? How we stay engaged 100%?
How I stay engaged, I make the night before, I make a to-do list so I can stay focused and stay on point. And that keeps me engaged in the business because it's really easy these days to get distracted.
Yes.
There's so much social media. There's people running around here trying to distract you and be a distraction. There's just too much going on. So I myself, before I go to bed at night, I take my book, I write down what I have to do the next day. And that keeps me focused and 100% engaged in my business.
Yeah. Communication is a big thing too. Every Monday we have a meeting. We have our Mondays is basically our all-day meeting day. So we meet with the
Monday
houses.
meeting day.
We meet with the houses. Then after we meet with all the house managers, we meet with the then we have a managers meeting.
Yeah.
And then after the managers meeting, then we have a in-office meeting. A leadership meeting. And at one point we wasn't requiring that the leaders be here. We was like Zooming in because of the COVID, but now we're requiring that leadership is in the office and we meet in the office because I feel like you need that type of connection so things don't get missed. The media, the Zoom, all this stuff is good, but just that in-person connection, gets you more engaged in the business. To me, that is just my That's my opinion.
Right.
So the next, in our last tip that we want to give you is not everyone can go where you're going. And I know I'm talking about family and friends, acquaintances, especially family. Sometimes even our children, they don't see the big picture. They don't see the vision. They only see a little bit of it. And they don't be 100% engaged. And they can,
they looking like this. They can see it, but they peeking like it's a scary movie.
Yeah. So,
you gotta leave them behind.
You gotta leave them. Because I'm gonna tell you this. One, it'll cause you frustration. You'll be fussing about something that you could eliminate. Yeah. Not eliminate but I'm just saying.
Not kill them or no.
Just cut them off when it comes to your business. That's basically what I'm saying. You don't have. I know some people can't cut their kids off. I don't want to cut my kids off. But I'm not gonna try to force them to be in this business. And friends either, because some friends and family they're not gonna see it. They see you making money and they want some of it probably, but they don't want to be engaged in your business. So what do you think about that?
Same thing you said. It's just some people you can't force it on them. You know. But you once again have to set boundaries. Yes. And you have to appropriately deal with them. If they don't want to support your business, if they don't want to be a part of your business or work in it, then when they ask for stuff, you say, you know what? You don't want to work? The Bible said if you don't work, you don't eat. So if they're adults, they got to fend for themselves.
That's it.
Because, we're not about giving handouts to people. It's like, do you want a handout or do you want to be made whole?
Yep. But a lot of us want a handout. We don't want to be made whole. And so we just wanted to kind of give you some tips on that and just share with you. I think all of us go through that. Us that are scaling our business and trying to move our business forward, we go through that we're trying to bring people with us right now. Or, sometimes they never that person is never going to be able to live up to that you can bring them to. And you as the business person or you as the entrepreneur, you have to realize that and move on. Yeah. Because that person will bring you down. Yeah. So
but my thing is, I was talking to my daughter and I think about it like this. Would you rather have someone walking next to you holding your hand or even pushing you or holding you, or would you rather have someone that you have to drag? It's harder to drag a body than it is for somebody to walk along with you. And you got to think of it like that.
And the thing is, you don't want to be casting your pearls before the swine. So the money that we're making for our business, that we're trying to grow and that we're trying to help family and friends, but they have to be willing to get on board and move forward and earn their keep. I'm not going to be paying you a paycheck and you out there willy-nilly doing whatever you want to do. So, or maybe Myrrie's not going to pay you a paycheck because she deals with the money. Yeah. So that is pretty much what we had to share with you today. Today. I don't know where it came from. Tips to make you successful. Scaling your business. That means growing your business. Learn how to say no when your plate is full. Stay in your lane because you can't do everything. How to be 100% engaged in your business. And then not everyone can go where you're going. So that's pretty much it. What do you want to tell them to do?
Share the video. Subscribe. Make sure you push the alert, the little bell, so you can know when we have a new podcast that comes out. And then also you can listen to us while you drive or while you work out on Spotify under BOYBB or under Anchor.
Share.
Yes, please share.
Because I feel like we have some good information. So share, share, share.
And like we always say, be a blessing to someone else.
Bye.